Jeanne Carpenter, who is the voice behind the nation's most influential cheese blog, Cheese Underground, and also founder of the Wisconsin Artisanal Cheese Festival in Madison, Wisconsin, which ran for 5 years, wanted more. She wanted a way that we could connect to our great artisan cheeses. She wanted the farmers and the owners and the cheesemakers to meet their public face to face over their exquisite product. She wanted Cheesetopia.
Hey, we got a spot for Cheesetopia! Cheesetopia!
Andy Hatch.
Oh! Kyle, great to see you.
How are you?
Awesome.
Find you in your natural habitat
That's
of dishing
right.
out delicious cheese if you're not making it.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be like the superstar cheesemaker at Cheesetopia?
Oh, I don't know about that. I think I'm in the back corner. Like a taste?
Yeah. Oh, by all means. Are you kidding?
This is mid-May, coming up on 11 months old.
I say this every time I eat your cheese. It is sublimely beautiful.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
So this is mid-May, the milk off the grass.
Yeah.
You keep track of it, make the exquisite cheese, and then whenever it's to be served, you're serving it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a piece of fruit on your counter. You know, is it ripe? Is it ready? Not yet. Maybe tomorrow. Is it ready? And, you know,
Yeah.
this is ready.
That's beyond ready. That's exquisite. All right, buddy. I'm going to keep
Great
wandering.
to see you. Enjoy yourself.
See you later. Take care. Bob Wills and the Cheese-Making Playboys.
How are you, man?
How you doing, buddy?
It's great to see you.
Nice to see you. So as you've been walking around, is there anything that's really sticking out beyond your cheeses, or are you just home court advantage here?
Well, so far it's been so busy I haven't got a lot of chance to walk around, but I'm hoping that...
Is that just killing you inside?
It is.
Yeah.
I got to find out what's out there.
So if I begin with your grouping, where do I start, my friend?
So, you know, we got a couple cheeses from Cedar Grove, from our old factory here, aged sheep milk cheese, and then Weird Sisters, which is a water buffalo cow mix.
Oh, I got to start there. I don't care what you're telling me.
And it's a pretty young one, but it's half water buffalo and half cow milk.
This is one of those like peanut butter and banana sandwiches. Like it shouldn't work, but the
they
two
blend
together
nice,
are
don't they?
fantastic.
Yeah, you get that creaminess coming in.
After I broke the cube down with my teeth, my mouth is just watering because it's so fantastic.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah. All right, we're going to keep our rounds going.
All right.
Good to see you, buddy. Thank you. So of your cheeses at Roth, what should I try?
Well, I would say you start right from the top with our Roth Cellars, the private reserve.
Okay.
That's a cheese which we don't make for sales forecasts. We make that cheese only when the milk is right.
Did you just tell me I should start with the private reserve? I love how Swiss cheesemakers think. Let's start with the super secret private stuff.
Absolutely. You always come out with the best bottle you have first.
Okay. So this is the reserve.
This is the reserve.
From Monroe,
Also,
Wisconsin.
it's the private reserve. This one is made with raw milk, because it is not pasteurized milk.
And is this a spring or a fall milk that you use in this one?
Well, this cheese was made last fall.
Yeah. I would have guessed that. It has an autumnal flavor to it.
Well, there we go. Whatever the cow eats, you taste in the milk.
Yes.
And milk, you know, we are all mammals, right? And we all start our life with milk. So it's very fundamental in what we do and what we have and who we are.
It's a true line all the way through.
We like to think so, yeah. And I want to make sure you try also the Gran Queso. The Gran Queso is an American original. I mean, we really developed that one here, not copying anything out of Europe. That one is a nice finish.
Now this is a cheese that I've had before and I really love.
Right. So we make probably 22, 25 different cheeses. We just brought 5 to this event today. But,
Well, it's called Cheesetopia. You should have brought the whole cadre.
they gave us only a table of this size, so we were limited by that.
Next time, Renee, stack them up.
Right,
We'll
thank
be
you
ready
so much.
for them. Thank you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
All
Thanks
right.
so much.
Good to see you.
Thanks.
Carpenter.
Yes, hi.
Hi. Cheesetopia.
I know, right?
This is all you're making, this wonderment of cheese.
It is, yes. Every time I do an event like this, you plan, and then it happens, you're like, holy crap, I threw a party and people actually came. So I'm excited every time.
Yeah. I'm excited about 700 cheese enthusiasts on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon in mid-spring when most people would be wherever they would be.
Right.
But they're choosing inside for the unctuous, exquisite, delicious flavorings of cheese.
Yeah, so I think that speaks to two things. It speaks to the power of good cheese.
In Wisconsin and across the world.
Yep, and it also speaks to the fact that at this event is not full of a bunch of marketing people standing behind tables. At every table at this event, there's a cheesemaker, there's a dairy farmer, or there's an owner of a company.
Oh, that's so authentic.
So people are, shaking hands and talking shop with the people who make their food, and that is really powerful to consumers.
So you're a big deal because you're a national, I would say international tastemaker in cheeses with your blog, which is so influential.
Oh, thank you.
Then you're a cheese buyer during the day. That's your day job.
Yep.
And then you have all these certifications, so you get the respect from the smarty pants here that make cheese.
So here's the deal with cheese. The longer that you deal with it, the more you realize you're never going to have a chance to learn. I am never going to live long enough to know everything there is about cheese. And I figured that out at about year 2. At year 2, you think you know everything. And then year 3, you start reading more books and you're like, holy crap, I have a lot more to learn. Yeah, the minute you stop learning, the minute you're not contributing to the industry. And so my passion is to contribute to the industry, to get consumers to meet cheesemakers, for especially the artisan and especially cheesemakers to sell cheese, to stay in business, to, you raw Wisconsin
You're all about
cheese.
connection.
Yeah, I'm all about connecting people.
Hello, Double Annas.
Hello.
How are you? Nice to see you. You are Landmark Creamery.
Yes.
Everybody at this entire Cheesetopia is talking about you to me. Tell me, how did you become so cheese-tastic in a short period of time?
I started just tinkering in my kitchen. I just wanted to learn.
For real?
I just thought, I want to learn how to make cheese. The very first batch of cheese I made in my kitchen was so terrible, I didn't try again for another 2 years, which was kind of funny. But I just started...
You just broke my heart, by the way.
But yeah, it led to me buying a cow because I wanted more milk. I got a couple goats. It just kind of spun out of control, if you ask my husband. Anna we were good friends. Our kids go to school together, and we are sitting down over old fashions and let's strike up a partnership.
You realize how classic Wisconsin that is?
Yes.
So if I'm going to go through your encyclopedia of cheese, where do I begin?
I would start with the Petit Nuage. It's our fresh sheep milk cheese. We make it every week. It just won a gold medal in the U.S. Cheese Championship.
Yeah, your medals, you guys are clocking them up like Mark Spitz at the Olympics. That's super fresh, super luxurious.
Creamy, rich, super versatile, great with honey,
Great
olive
mouthfeel.
oil.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you. Keep being rock stars.
Thank you.
I love your story. And I don't know, let's meet for old fashions.
Yes.
Yeah, right on.
Sounds great.
Always up for old fashions.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
All
See you
right,
later.
Thanks. Thank you.
Katie Cates, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you.
You too.
Go cheese.
Yes.
You're the queen of it.
I'm trying to be.
So what are you excited about that you have here?
I am really excited about the new one that I'm doing. This
Yeah,
is
it
our
looks-
Martone. What I really love about this is when you start with it, it's really fresh and it's really creamy, and so many people can appreciate it, but then it ages out. And people that are more adventurous in the cheese world, they love it too. And it just, there's so many things happening with it that I'm super excited about.
So you've got
this
something
cheese.
for the novice, something for the gourmet. I want to try a little bit.
All right.
Just grab a little schnivel, or
Yeah, right. Cheese.
so bite it rind side in,
Yes.
have that fall apart in my tongue. All right,
Yes.
let's go. I feel like Violet in Willy Wonka because there's all these flavors that are happening.
Yep.
First you get the ashy, then you get the dry, creamy, then you get soft butter.
Yep.
Then it's like a glass of cream, and then there's some vanilla something happening.
It just keeps going. I know, I love it.
So to me, you represent goat cheese for Wisconsin. You do it so beautifully, and I want to come. I want to come. I want a kid, not with you. I want to see the kids being born. I want to milk. I want to do all of that. Can we come visit?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
And the beautiful part of it, it's all on one property now. So we are a farmstead operation, and you can come, you can milk the goats, make the cheese, and then you can, you know, eat it at the end of the day. Because we have a cafe and the retail store there, so and take some home with you.
It's udder to curd.
It really is. Yeah.
I was going to say soup to nuts, but that sounds better. Okay, I'm there. I'm there.
Awesome.
Good.
Cool.
See you,
Can't
honey.
wait to see you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
So that one is about 2 years old.
We're always sending the cheese. Always.
It's a rare and singular thing for a young cheesemaker in the second year of her craft to win the highest prize one can in American cheesemaking. It's a rare and singular thing to take a small herd of 40 and in 5 years grow it to over 600. But Katie Furman of LaClare Farms has done just that. When she began, just 3 stores in the state carried her cheese and a few chefs were aware of it. Now, that exquisite product is shipped internationally. I'm here at LaClare Farms to understand just how that artistry plays out through this terrific cheese. Hello, Katie. How are you?
Fine, good.
Nice to see you.
You too.
Is this the line on the milk?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yes, so if
These
you want to
clothes-
take off your dirty shoes over there, we'll get you suited up and we'll head on in the plant.
Ooh, it smells like milk.
Well, we're all done making cheese for the day, but we have a couple of things to do. We're going to put some cheese in the brine. We made Evelyn and raw cheddar. We also have to take the cheese out of the press. So if you want to do that, I'll put you
I'm
to work.
in for everything you put me into,
Perfect.
and especially Evelyn, which is your, I mean, that's your prize,
My
because that's
baby.
what puts your name on the map. Are these wheels of Evelyn?
These are wheels of Evelyn.
Okay.
Watch and see how pretty.
This is cool. Oh yeah, I love this moment where there's that, oh wow, look at that, it's the big reveal.
Another one.
One for you, one for me to Brian.
Exactly.
Seriously, just, all right.
Pick it up.
Oh yeah. Oh, come to Papa.
Now we're going to go on into the brine room.
So I'm pretty sure I'm putting my handprint in your cheese right now. So this is going to be a Cherik wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll slide it in face up. Yes.
I added a curvature to mine. It will?
It'll flatten out,
So
yeah.
what? This is just one big pool of salty water.
Exactly. Yeah.
And how long will they brine happily floating around?
They'll
like
be in
that?
here for a couple of days.
It's like watching 2 big wheels of cheese play chicken around the pool. Yeah. Trying to
Tag, you're it.
tag your it, exactly.
This is where the flavor is added. Because the salt balance, and then you have to have the right amount of salt. And people kind of underestimate that of how important the salt is. But that's where the flavor comes in. You don't do this step, you don't have cheese.
So where do we go next?
Let's head into the aging rooms.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see the next stage
Yeah.
of the Evelyn life.
Whoa! That is some cheese. That is
This
some
is Evelyn.
Evelyn love.
Yeah. You know, one of our cheesemakers actually said She said one of her favorite parts of cheese making is you get to use all 5 senses every day.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
it's true. Like, as soon as you walk into an aging room, like, you know what's happening by the way it feels and by what you're smelling. So because Evelyn is a raw milk cheese, we actually we age it for 60 days and then put the bandolier on it, so we know that by law we're ready to sell it, but not by taste yet.
And explain raw milk. So what is a raw milk cheese?
So raw milk cheese is anything that is either not heated at all, or it's heated to 145 degrees. Raw milk cheeses just give you a lot more flavors quicker.
No question.
No question at all about that. And the good bacterias aren't killed off as when you pasteurize. So we're gonna try some Evelyn.
Yeah, this is one of the perks of this job. Oh, hello, beauty. So this is how many days?
This was made May 18th, so it's about 4 months old.
And the technical term for this?
A cheese trier.
So you cut a little circle, little loop. Look at this technique, Katie. Nice.
The first thing that I do is I look at the body, smell it.
That's
and like now I have
sweet
visions in my head.
Yeah, wow, there's like apricot and kind of like caramelized sugar when you're cooking. I just want to, can we just do this the rest of the day?
We should go grab some champagne.
I like the way you think. Still got that goaty thing going on. Big time. I got what I consider yummy barnyard from the top of my nose as soon as I inhaled after the first chew.
It's not defining itself as much as like when you smell it. And I often get that when they're a little bit younger. You often get that they're not quite as defined as you want them to be. So we're gonna put this one back and we're gonna send it on for further aging. And
Yeah. Okay, you rest well. Do good work. We'll see you later.
My parents they actually, in 1978 when they got married, they bought our farm in Chilton, which is about 15 minutes from here. And they bought the farm with 2 goats on it. And that's where it all started.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they had no intention of their daughter growing up to be a first place international cheese winner.
No.
And wow. That's a cool wild ride.
Yeah.
I want to meet these people and I want to meet these goats.
Let's do it. So my parents are in the barn. We're going to go and meet them. It's the La and the Claire. So the Larry and Clara of the LaClare.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. It ties it all together.
Right. When do you get a name in there? You're the one that's producing this great cheese.
Larry.
Real pleasure to meet you.
Good.
Hello.
And the Clara.
Claire and Larry LaClare. Got it. Oh, it's right there on the shirt. So I heard a rumor that you started out with no goats or a few goats or hardly any goats. This wasn't where you thought you'd end up.
No, when we got married, we decided to have a place in the country, and it was an old place, and a couple goats were there, and so that's how we started the program. Actually, we went touring goat farms on our honeymoon, but oh well.
You went touring on goat farms for your honeymoon, and look what happened. All right, let's go milk some goats.
Let's do it.
Hello, does. So who's our escort?
So this is Nevaeh. This is number 3 grandchild, and the next generation. She hangs out in the creamery with me a lot, or she joins Grandma and Grandpa whenever she can. Yeah.
Well, this side is milked, but that side is anxious.
This side's waiting for you.
And these ladies, they want to do their part. Oh, here we go. All right.
And then you just pop them right on there.
Whoa! There we go. There we go.
But I know that you really just want to milk them by hand.
That was my first instinct. I just want to introduce myself. Hello, madam. All right, what am I doing wrong here, people? This is different than a cow.
Is she doing all right?
She's doing all right. Maybe it's might be user error. Katie's got it. Look at this. Showing me how it's done.
So start at the top, pinch?
Yeah, always. Right.
I don't think you're trapping in enough milk.
I think I'm just used to cow scale. There we go.
There you go, you got it.
Yeah. So as I'm working on the farm here today, this is quite an operation you got here.
It is. When we started out, we knew 120, we'd never have more than that. Now we milk 200 an hour coming through the parlor here. It's quite a difference.
How'd that work out for you?
Well, I always say, I don't say never anymore.
Larry of LaClare and Katie, thank you. You guys, the cheese is exquisite, but this whole process, I had no idea.
Well, we truly thank you for visiting. We love to share what we do. It's a lot of fun for us. It's been great.
It's this is all your fault in a way, isn't it?
No, remember in Wisconsin, it's half me and half my wife.
Okay, okay. Well, you were the first guy to buy the goats and set this family off on this trajectory.
Yeah, kind of true.
Yeah, and you brought it home.
Yep.
I'm telling you, your cheese is so good.
It's like holding a baby. Oh.
Don't drop it. No, drop it. Well, I'm glad that you didn't go into peacock cheese. Because that might have been a tougher sell.
Yeah, that would have been a challenge.
Yeah.
And if you get kicked, it's fine.
Yeah.
You probably won't even get a bruise. You might, but probably not.
Oh yeah, and then it switches to roasted apples.
Right.
You just poured warm milk over. That's. I don't want to see your mouths move.
Yeah. So make sure.
Don't
you
wiggle your
face
ears either, Katie, because
forward.
that's not going to be good.
So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh whoa.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. That's.
Wisconsin Foodie would like to thank the following underwriters for their support: Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board and the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, Illing Company, Outpost Natural Foods Co-op, Potawatomi Hotel and Casino, Society Insurance, the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, WMSE 91.7 FM,
Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, representing the dairy farm families of Wisconsin, who fostered a proud history with generations of family-owned dairy farms, working to sustain the state's economy through job growth and providing acclaimed cheeses and other dairy products.
Every product tells a story, and every story starts with a seed. Your story, your product, your company all started with an idea. Illing Company ensures you have the right packaging to help you proudly take your harvest to market. Illing Company is dedicated to packaging your vision.